Let's have a look. We've got our actors. Think about actors. Like, actors are like things in game, right? So we've got animals. No, we'll add it to characters. We've got small, medium. Let's have a new one. Fish. 1 second, I got a text message. Okay. I don't have a lot of time. I got maybe 30 minutes if I am lucky. So we're just making a little small thing. Characters. I think what we're gonna do is, let's say, maybe a new one. Environments. Okay. I feel like I spelled that wrong, but it looks right. I don't know why it looks wrong to me. Okay, let's just make a blueprint class. And this actor, we'll just make a fish environment. And all we're going to have in this is a little, maybe a box collision. And that will be all. So we're going to slap you in here. And what I want to move around is you. We want the box extent. So it's not about just like sizing up this box. We want to size up the, it's not constraints, box extent. Here we go. Where is this? Where's the box? Did I move it too much? Can we not see it? Hit it in game. Have we got a visible? Show collision. No. Ah, I can see it now. It's because of the water. Alright, excellent. Let's slap it out here in front of view. I'm gonna just work in here. Alright, so I'm gonna grab view and the box extent, let's say 500. We'll just make like a nice square. Nice little square. Maybe a bit bigger. Some 15. 1,000. It's a big, got a big chunk here. The Z can stay, and it's gonna be like 1,500. 1,500 too. Alright, let's stop playing around with this because we're just testing anyway. Okay, so we come into the fish environment, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to alter this eventually, but let's get the foundation going. At the moment we're just building foundations for things, and then I'll polish and optimize and work on things later. So custom, let's make a custom event and we will call this spawn fishies. For we'll make a for loop. First index. Let's make our fish count. I'll just make it an integer, a little integer. So first index. Let's say the minimum we want, the minimum amount of fish, we'll say it's 5. There'll be always at least 5 fish. And you will say random integer in range. And you know what? Now. 6. And we'll say, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to have both. First of all, but expose on spawn, instance editable. For the sake, we'll go random. We'll say it's random. And up to 20. Get like a nice big sort of cluster to make sure it's working. Spawn fishies. Alright, so when spawn fishies works, we're going to go at you, box extend, random point in bounding box. Not gonna lie, I don't remember what the half size was. I probably should have had a quick look at this. Let's see what other options we've got. I'm just going to look that up real quick over here on my laptop. If I say it's not what I'm looking for. You know what? I've already done this, haven't I? I just realized I've already set this up somewhere else. And I think, where would it be? Actors, villager spawner. I built one in the villager spawner, right? Okay. Box, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, I don't think I need you anymore. Thank you. Okay, so get compound, blah blah, blah blah. Wonderful. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to get you random point in bounding box, spawn fishies, spawn actor, class. I don't have any fishies right now, so that's a little disappointing. I'll have to have a look at making some little fishies. Yeah, I don't have anything fishies. Hold on to that. Hold that thought. But spawn fishies. Cool. So villager spawner, game files, characters, animals, fish. I think the fish, we're not going to make them characters. We are going to make them pawns. Maybe characters. Because if they're characters, then they will have velocity that I can use for animations. Although, we might not need the animation. We'll make it as a pawn, and if I run into issues with it, with the animations, we will reset it back to fish. Repeat. We'll reset it and we'll go to characters. Okay, so we're going to add a skeletal mesh, and the skeletal mesh, just make you the root. Let's see what fish we have. We've got some tropical fish. We've got some red eye. We've got some fishies. Why are you popping up here? Okay, so what fish do we have here? Now here's a question. Do we make it... are we going to make it so that all fish use the exact same BP? And we just change the values inside of the BP for the fish? Or do we have different fish classes? I think maybe we'll just... Finished already. Oh, she wasn't long. Alright, I really am running out of time. So, let's shut up and we'll do this. Okay, so... you... Where are you? Swish. We're gonna say... Okay, so that is you. We're gonna say use animation asset. Use this. Now you're just always swimming. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Okay, so with you, we're also going to add a movement. Floating pawn. That'll be fine. Because we don't really want them dropping. And I don't think he will. So if they're floating, they'll just sort of move from point to point. Let's say... Can I get a reference to a bounding box? Vector. No. Maybe. But expose on spawn. Instance editable. I may. Okay, so if we come to the fish environment and we go fish, EP, we do have the bounding box. But it's not a reference to the bounding box itself. So instead, we are going to get a reference to the fish environment. Current environment, and we're going to set this to just be an actor. Expose on spawn, instance editable. I'm going to slap you in here. Make a quick custom event, and we'll say swim. Time. By event. And we're just going to have this looping every, say, 0.5. Cool. And we're going to get the event cast to fish environment. Make it a pure cast. And we're going to say get box. Yep, box collision, get box extent, we're going to do the same thing, environment, still you, down here, and we're just going to say self, get actor location. Okay, so when we swim, set the current position, and this will be next position, and and we'll make a timeline. And timeline, very simple. 1, 2, 0, 0. And how long did we set this? 0.5, cool. 0.5, 1. And this will also be 0.5. Play from start. Look. Vector. And we're going to go our current position, our alpha, and our next position. And while we update, we'll get self set world location, update, slap you in there. That should work, and that should loop. Fish, slap you down here. Right. Random. It says roll. The roll I don't know about. Anyway, maybe. Question. Whoop. That's the fish environment. What am I doing here? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so in here, what do we got? We've got X, Y. Okay, a random, all except for the Z. Random float and range. Let's just say 0 to 360, and you do another one here. And you're always at 0. Always spawn. Current environment, self. Okay, so when we spawn, should be a random amount, 6 to 20 fish, and they should just swim around. And that might be a quick way to get our little fishies in the water. And next time yes, that's fine. Next time I'm also going to add like a little jumping animation for my character when I jump. Damn you. Okay, where's all my little fishies? We have no little fishies. Do we have little fishies? We do have fishies, but they're really small. That's a bit small. And that's a bit quick. So, I don't know why they're so small. Is it to do with the bounding box? This bad boy. How big are they if I pull one out? Let's have a look. Yeah, I need a new mouse. It's struggling to scroll. Okay, so we go characters, animals, fish. It's not the biggest fish, but I feel like it's not as small. Fishing environment. There should always be 1, so I don't see what the issue there is. Let's make it 2. And with the fish, I just want to... You are now 3... We'll say 2.5 seconds. And you are the same. 2.5. 2.5. should be bigger and move slower. Again, that's kind of fine. Not the best. Rotation. Oh, fish environment. Sorry, where's my fish? Fish, get out of here, timeline. Replicated. Face. Maybe we should make them characters. Or maybe we got something in here. Capabilities can blah 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 blah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna swap these to being characters. Let's do that. Maybe I can just swap it in here. Current. Alright. Class settings. Alright, so if I make it a character, couple things I wanted to make. Simulate physics. It says it's off, so that's fine. And gravity. Disable gravity, gravity say 0. I don't want no gravity. No. And now the last one we want is orient rotation to movement. And the last thing I'm gonna do is, you know what? Let's not even randomize this, because I think that's why we were getting sort of funky nonsense happening with their being upside down. But it shouldn't really affect them now, because they should now look where they're moving. I mean, they are, but I think the mesh is the wrong way. Also, it looks like they're disappearing. Begin play for... That's fine. Let's just make them a lot bigger so I can see them more clearly. No, 6, 6, 6. And what was it gonna do? Oh yeah, my fish. Yeah, they're facing the wrong direction. Okay, and also now because they are this bad boy, capsule, half height. I'm gonna bring this in. Oh, please don't crash. Oh, thank God. That'll do. That looks a bit better for my little fishies. And now, also I might just slow them down a lot more. Let's make this 5, and we'll make this 5, and we'll make you 5. still facing the wrong way, eh? Fish BP. Could be an issue with yeah, but it should be routine. Yeah, it should orient towards movement. But it might just be like slow. So maybe if I bring this down a smidge to 100, either that'll be faster or slower. Either way, I do have to leave. You bastards, how dare you still face the wrong direction. I also don't know why they're teleporting. Okay, I might just need to like reload it and refresh it. Actually, yes, 1 second. If I do that, because that was a different mesh. We're looking at. Give me that mesh back. Okay. We'll go here. Close you. Now we can get rid of this guy and this mesh. Slap you in there. I'm gonna say use animation, and the animation would just be the swimming animation. And you are facing the wrong direction. Target must have scene component. No. Well, that's why they're teleporting, isn't it? Set world location. Self. Location. We'll just set the capsule component, because the capsule component, that basically is the character. And that should also fix our little teleporting fish. So they shouldn't teleport anymore. Because the reason they were teleporting is because I was only moving the mesh and not the fish themselves, which is what I was wanting to do. Okay. So we've got our slow little fishies. And they reach... It's a little off. I think I got to adjust the... They are slowly turning to the direction that they move. But they will get there eventually. I'm going to turn that off so that they snap. But they're not teleporting anymore. That's a... That's a good thing. The only thing is, I need to look up why they are doing that. Playing, initial position, that's fine. Negative value for infinite rotation and instant turns. Yeah, maybe if it goes 0, it did say negative. So let's just say -1, -1, -1, and now we might get some snappy little fishies. I might not want snapping though, so I might just like really buff that number up. I think the reason why it's not really moving toward the is it? I can't tell. I don't think it is. But it might be because they're just like moving in this thing and not actually moving. Let's do like a I don't want to use controller desired version. I want to rotate it towards movement. It should be simple. And like I said, it might just be a matter of needing to refresh it. Because they're still aren't looking the way they're going. Anyway, problem for another day. For now, we've got fishies, they're sort of swimming.